Welcome back to Planet Doug. Doing something a little bit special this morning. Daniel, aka the American Hobo, is leaving Kuala Lumpur today, riding his bicycle to Port Dickson. And in Port Dickson, he's going to get on the ferry to Sumatra. So I've taken a keen interest in his trip, of course, because I've done the same trip myself. And he's leaving from the Kuala Lumpur KTM station. And just for fun, I thought I would come here to the KTM station and meet him. And I'm running a little bit late. Daniel, I think, has already arrived on his bicycle. I think he's outside the station now. And we're hoping that there is a train at 11:26 for him to get to Seremban. So here we are. I'm down on the platform already. I was going to meet him on the outside of the station, but I'm shooting another video at the same time and things got a little bit confused. So I didn't get here quite as early as I thought I would. So let's see if we can find Daniel somewhere.
Well, American Hobo's hopping on the train, everyone. We're getting ready to... Doug's actually going to go with me a few stops. We're hitting the 11:29 train.
Hopefully.
There is one.
Okay.
So I have two people here.
With his bike.
Oh, step back, you mean? There you go. Thank you.
Okay. And the power of touch and go. Putting the bike in the elevator.
Yeah. So you haven't seen the artwork?
No,
Some of that artwork was new to me too. Like those buildings that were painted all the way up to the top. I was like,
so my wife looked at it, hey, let's go there.
No, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it spread out for like a few blocks. Some spots are a lot better than others, but... Oh, bye.
We have to go to the bigger one.
The other one. Yeah, that's right. Hope they're both working. So, we are with Planet Doug here.
Yeah.
So these...
And
yeah, it's
an American Hobo supporter. Aresh also showed up, which is lucky because Aresh is helping him. I got here too late to really help, so good he had some guidance from Aresh. So did you have any trouble getting the ticket, finding out, like going to the office there, buying the ticket, schedule?
Yeah, here it's they don't top up here, and they only sell tickets. I don't think I don't know if they sell coins. Is this it?
So 11:28.
This is it, then.
KL Sentral commuter.
That's the way we're going, right?
Yeah, that's the right.
Hey, brother. I think this is it. Yeah. Is it going the wrong way?
Yeah.
It should be going that way.
No.
No?
Well, I'm a little bit disoriented myself. This is the right one.
Hey, brother.
This one stops at KL Sentral.
Yeah.
And then they will move from there.
Oh, it stops at... Oh yeah, KL Sentral.
Yeah, it stops at KL Sentral. Oh, anyway.
Huh.
You will have to change that.
Okay.
Change there, okay.
Yeah. So maybe we got on the wrong one after all. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's 28, right?
Yeah, it's the exact time for your ticket.
Yeah. It doesn't show that it goes any farther though, huh?
Right.
Yeah, you remember I had this on Google Maps where it showed only a stop takes KL Sentral. He says we got to switch trains at KL Sentral.
I don't know. Maybe this train doesn't. Maybe there is no. Maybe Google Maps is right and the online schedule is wrong.
I don't know.
When you bought your ticket, what did they tell you?
Well, it just said the time I bought the ticket. It didn't
Okay.
actually say.
That it goes to Seremban or not?
Yeah, it didn't say. Well, no, I bought it for Seremban,
Okay.
leaving, so it says it goes all the way to Seremban, but it didn't actually
Yeah.
give
yeah.
me like the 11:29. It could be figuring the other one's like 12:50.
Yeah, I hope not. Because then, yeah, you're
That's a
stuck
long
waiting
stay.
until then.
That's not. I see.
Yeah, because it's like a subway system. When you buy a ticket, it isn't for a specific train.
Yeah.
It's just a ticket.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a ticket. It doesn't have the time. It didn't have the time on the kiosk either.
Because yeah, Google Maps still didn't. I checked this morning. It didn't show
Yeah.
this train going to 11:30 going to Seremban,
Okay.
but the online schedule does from KTMB.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things. You know, it's like it just starts getting confusing where if you have like 5 different names for one spot, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and then you have. Yeah, a lot of times when something's put up online, it's never taken down. So businesses that's been closed for a long time or didn't start up, and no one's taking down their business after it closes.
Right. Huh. Yeah, we may have screwed up badly.
Well, we'll get it to Central, and
Well-
make good TV.
Well, yeah, I guess if everything goes right, yeah, it's not so exciting. But
Yeah, no, everybody will just flip channels as soon as everything goes right. They're like, yeah, this is boring.
but no, I'm sticking to my guns on this one because I looked at that online schedule like with a microscope. It's
That's okay. So he went down and looked at the schedule on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this train will be terminated at KL Sentral Station. Thank you.
but we have to get out here, so we don't have a choice.
Yeah. And Seremban. But I guess we have to ask which one's Seremban.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out.
There's no one to ask either, huh?
Yeah, Daniel and I were talking about this at length yesterday, and when you check on Google Maps for the schedule, there's no 11:30 train going to Seremban. It only has like 10:30 and then like 12:50. But when you go to the KTMB website and download the newest, latest schedule, there's a train at 10:30 and 11:30, etc. So there was supposed to be a train to Seremban at 11:30. But we're getting dumped out at KL Sentral. So we're gonna have to reset here and figure out what's going on. The dust has settled on this. Absolutely 100%. He's saying it isn't, but it is absolutely my fault. Because I spent a long time yesterday going to the KTMB website, looking at all the schedules. For an outsider, like a foreigner, they're really hard to decipher, and there's no map guidance of any kind. And you're looking at the schedules, and it says this is the train from here to another city, and then the other route is to a different city, but you're not quite, anyway, it's very, very complicated. We're being bombarded with announcements.
Attention please to commuter to Baltic has been delayed. This commuter is expected to arrive in 15 minutes.
Announcement ended. But in the end, I downloaded the latest, most updated schedule. I downloaded it from the KTMB website, so it had to be the newest. I found the train. There was a train at 10:30, essentially 11:30, etc. I sent a copy of it to Daniel.
Yeah, I saw the PDF. So
Yeah.
it's not like he was, that's why I say it's not his fault, because
No.
he has the evidence that they didn't change it, at least didn't change the PDF. And the schedule that's showing now online,
Yeah.
it does.
Now when I go to the KTMB website, it's showing a new schedule that was updated on August 25th. The one I was looking at, it was updated April 14th, but I thought that was the newest schedule.
Yeah.
But there was one since then. But
Yeah.
I swear.
So how did you get your hands on the April one though? That
well,
one
it was
shouldn't even
there.
yeah,
it shouldn't be there. But I
shouldn't be there. They should be replaced by the August one.
I mean, I probably downloaded it from the wrong place, but I would swear put me on a court of law.
Yeah.
On the witness stand, I would tell you I was at the KTM website and I downloaded the latest schedule from there, but that wasn't the latest. There's the August 25th one. And when you look on the website now, it says August 25th schedule new. It says new schedule.
Yeah.
But when was it posted? Anyway.
There was an apology of something that just came over the thing
just
too.
some train late.
Yeah.
But anyway, mea culpa.
Looks like we're not the only one that made the mistake though. It looks like there's other people here waiting
be.
for the same train.
So now we're waiting until 12:56,
50,
basically
yeah.
1 o'clock.
You don't have to wait, but what the bad part is we're at KL
Oh, it's-
Sentral Station.
It's not that bad. It's noon now.
Yeah.
And we're waiting until 1.
Yeah, close.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
It's not as bad. I was busy whipping myself.
Yeah.
But it's only, I thought it was 2 hours, but it's only 1 hour.
Yeah.
That's right, right?
Yeah. And because, well, it was the 12:30 train. We came over here, which is just a few minutes. So technically it would have been like almost an hour and a half, but we have been bitching and griping for the last half an hour.
Yeah.
We just had to do it for another 15 minutes. Just keep complaining.
Yeah, anyway, here we are on the platform. There's this bike ready to go. And I guess we just wait here for an hour and platform 6. And then, yeah, I'm probably going to wander up to the top floor and just confirm that we're at the right platform or something. The American Hobo's journey just to Sumatra is off to a pretty crazy start. Yeah, honestly, I led him astray, told him he could get the train at 11:30 at Kuala Lumpur Station, straight to Seremban. We get on the train, and it only goes to KL Sentral and ends there. I was like, oh no, I hate making mistakes like that. But man, I tell you, I invested a lot of time yesterday in figuring all this out, and I still got it wrong. But I thought we had to wait for 2 hours, as I said, which makes me feel pretty bad. But in fact, it's only 1 hour, so that's cool. I just went out into the top area to confirm that we're in the right place, on the right platform, at the right plane, at the right time, and we are. And I just came back to find the American Hobo on YouTube, checking out his own handiwork.
Yeah, just checking out the short I just drew up. So.
And you even missed your own premiere yesterday. What's up with that?
I did. So I was gonna set it for 8 o'clock, and then I was like, I'll just set it for 7:30, like you do. And then I forgot I set it to 7:30. I'm thinking 8 o'clock in my head. I was like, I got enough time to get down to Decathlon and all that, and buy that solar panel.
Right.
And yeah, so I was like on the road back, and I was like, oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. And then I was like, when I got over there,
it was already over.
The premiere is already, everybody's writing, that was a good one, thank you. And I was like, what's going on here?
Nobody wrote like, are you there, Daniel? Are you there?
I kind of, at first, yeah, the first few ones. But yeah.
Silakan pergi di
More
platform
announcements.
number 2 untuk perlepasan. Train ini akan tiba sebentar saja lagi. Terima kasih.
Still waiting for the train. It's 12:30, so we got 30 minutes.
Oh.
And I just wanted to ask Daniel, so the ferry you're going to take, you haven't bought a ticket yet.
No, because the 72-hour, no earlier than 72 hours is the online, right?
Well, that's the arrival
thing.
card.
So I figure I'd get there, if it's not too late today, but I still have to go the 30 kilometers to get there, which kind of slipping my mind. I'll probably go in tomorrow and try and see if I can do a same-day ticket.
Oh, really?
If
you could.
If I can't, then I'll have to get another hotel room but if I can get down today and get down there and get a ticket for tomorrow,
Right.
I'll do that. You said it was like how many hours to get
The
up
ride on the ferry?
Yeah, on the ferry
Oh, 5 or 6.
for the northern port.
Yeah, to get to Tanjung Balai.
Yeah, and
And
so
it leaves at, well, every time I've taken it, it's been 1 hour late. Like leaving from Tanjung Balai, if it's supposed to leave at 9, it always leaves at 10.
yeah, okay.
But leaving from Malaysia the schedule should be better. Scheduled to leave at 11, right?
I don't know. I had to look at what you posted last night.
Yeah, it's every day.
I thought it was around 10 o'clock.
Well, based
or
on
so.
this train fiasco, don't
Yeah.
listen to me. You
Well,
better.
no, I'll get there early.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get there early.
And there's a 1 hour time difference, so the hour goes back.
Yeah.
So if it leaves at 11, takes 5 hours to get to Indonesia, then you're getting there at like 4 o'clock, but it'll be 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because you said, the time back by 1 hour. But that's got nothing to do with buying the ferry ticket, though.
If I can get down there today and buy the ticket, I'll buy it for tomorrow.
For tomorrow.
Right, because obviously if it's 10 in the morning, they take off, or 11 or whatever.
Good.
I can't go today.
And then once you...
But if I can't buy it today, then I'll show up before the 10 o'clock thing and see if I could just get on, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And if not, then I'll go back to whatever the cheapest hotel is or whatever, and stay one more night and buy the ticket for the following day.
So your plan is when you're going to ride your bike to Port Dickson and go straight to the ferry terminal and,
Yeah.
and see if you can buy a ticket for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, that's
I think I
Reasonable.
should, if they don't close too early. If they close at 5, that might be a little too close.
yeah. I don't know what time they close.
Because I figure if we leave at like 1 here, it'll be about 2:30 landing there,
Okay.
4:30. I'll be getting there probably around 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit before.
Yeah. See how it goes.
Yeah.
Are you going to get a VIP ticket on the ferry?
Yeah, if it's only a few ringgit more, you know, might as well. And you said they have a better view?
Oh yeah, much. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just much more comfortable.
Yeah.
Bigger seats, much roomier, less
Yeah.
people per bathroom.
Yeah.
And
It'd
Yeah.
probably be the one only VIP thing I could afford.
I know.
It's only like $1 or 2 more.
yeah. It took me years before I even knew there was a VIP possibility.
Yeah.
Because when you just go in to buy a ticket, I'd like a ticket, and then they don't say regular, like economy or VIP. They don't suggest it.
Yeah.
So I just always just got a ticket. I didn't even know there was a VIP option.
I wonder how the VIP option will work with me a fully loaded bicycle.
Oh, that's fine. Doesn't matter. That's all separate.
Yeah.
It's only when you get on the ferry, they say, they look at your ticket. Oh, VIP ticket. You go up the stairs to the top
Okay.
rather than the lower deck.
Yeah, I guess I just park the bike and then we'll
Oh, they
wander
take the
off.
bike away
Yeah.
from you way before then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it. You get to the front of the terminal building, and they put all these desks outside, so you don't even, when you arrive to take the ferry, you don't go into the building. It's out in the parking lot, and they put out these tables, and then you check in at one table, and there's another table for luggage,
Okay.
and they put little stickers on your bags.
So it's not like really a window, it's just desks outside.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
so it can be a little bit, depending how many people are on the boat that day, it can be a little bit chaotic, but they'll see you as a foreigner looking lost,
Yeah.
and someone will come up to you and say, okay, let me take care of you. And okay.
So it looks like the port we're going to is Teluk Nabung Passenger Terminal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name of the ferry terminal.
Yeah.
Of
And
course,
then-
the name of the town is Tanjung Balai.
Yeah, then it
That's
looks
the
like
town.
if you actually, to get out to the lake, we'll be right about there.
Yeah. There's all different ways you can go.
145 kilometers. So
Yeah.
that's
The one.
I'm not sure if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
So
that's
even
the,
the
that's
most-
the one I took. The one here.
The lower one. So
Yeah.
that's 169 kilometers.
I think that's the one I took. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the one you're showing me. I don't know what this one is.
Yeah. Yeah, that one would go through Sientar. Almost. Well, this is the main road.
How
up
was
through
that route?
Sientar.
Pretty good?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I might just do it just because-
beautiful.
Yeah, because I get more little small towns and taking this route.
It's pretty remote.
Yeah,
That's the remote route.
yeah,
But it's a beautiful route.
is it?
Yeah. You can see the climbing there. The
Yeah,
wiggly road.
that's a pretty steep climb right there.
Yeah.
That's,
But your
that's
bike is. That's one good thing about your new bike. His old bike is sitting there. The new one.
Yeah.
It's got really powerful low gears for going uphill.
But even when sometimes it does that quick, constant, just to go, inch by inch by inch. Sometimes it's better get off and walk it.
I know.
Because then you work out different muscles in your
I guess,
leg,
yeah, yeah.
And
So when you get to Port Dickson, you're probably going to camp out one night, like tonight when you get there.
Tonight, if I can find a good camping spot, I'll camp. Like I said, the only camping spot I could really, I did actually swing through Port Dickson last time. I went through on bicycle.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything right off the hand that screamed, hey, you can camp here, but getting on satellite view, there's a small beach with a few trees that are, and the parking lot just kind of ends, so it kind of has a little bit of privacy. I'd be camping right next to the parking lot.
Okay.
But that's a possibility I'm always going to keep open. But if I can find a cheap accommodation, I might do that because I'm assuming as soon as I get to Sumatra, it's all about camping, more or less.
Well, I'm looking forward to how that works out. My sense is that on this side where you land, Tanjung Balai, Lake Toba, camping will be challenging.
Yeah.
But I don't have the instinct for camping, so maybe you'll see possibilities I don't.
Well, I'm thinking more on the west side.
On the west coast, sure.
Yeah. The only reason I'm saying camping is because I'm sure that anytime I see a $10 or less spot, you know, I'll be showering and whatever, washing my clothes up and doing that stuff. It's just I'm assuming that Sumatra is going to be more long stretches of wilderness.
On the west coast, yes.
Yeah. On the west coast? Okay.
Where you're going.
Yeah,
like
that's where I'm
cycling
going.
down the coast.
Yeah, that's right.
But Tanjung Balai is the east coast.
Yeah.
And that area is more populated, and people will take a much stronger interest in you than here in Malaysia. So I can see you stringing up your hammock with an audience of 50 children, and they're not going to go away. They're just going to stay there.
That's what I brought pepper spray for.
Yeah.
No, I just
they're all very friendly.
I don't have pepper spray. I didn't bring anything like that. I have one knife for food prep, and I checked the legalities and stuff like that. I lost my pepper spray a while back. It fell off my handlebars because it was on my handlebars, and a car drove over it. So I never replenished that. That is actually for the wild animals. I wouldn't mind actually having bear spray because I don't want to tangle with a leopard, I think. Yeah.
And your first night in Tanjung Balai, would you want to camp, or you're really thinking you're going to look for a hotel when you get there?
I have to play it by ear.
Yeah.
Because I need to go ahead and it depends on what the weather's like. Really good weather, I don't mind. If I'm in the city, I don't really want to do city camping as soon as I get there. Urban camping, not my biggest thing right off the bat, but it's each spot I have to play by ear.
Okay.
You know, I don't know what the whole, what Sumatra is going to be like when I get there.
Right.
So it depends on the prices of the places too.
Right.
If it's super cheap, I'm gonna. If it's like $5 to stay in a spot, I didn't find any $5 spots down here. Even the ones that are listed for $5, after the tourist tax and stuff, it nearly, when a place is only $4, it nearly doubles the price when you get this is all just going to be a new experience, so I'll find out when I get there.
Yeah, I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to your videos. I can't wait.
Yeah, I got
you have an eager audience of at least one.
Well, I got your playlist now. I have that in my library.
But those videos are all from that. In that playlist, they're all from the other place. That's when I went to West Sumatra.
Oh,
so I landed in Dumai, and then I rode from Dumai up to Bukit Tinggi. I don't think I made a playlist from when I went to. Well, most of my time in the Lake Toba area, that was before I had a YouTube channel. So I don't have videos of all the traveling I did. I rode my bike up the west coast all the way to Banda Aceh, all the big circle. I don't have any videos of any of that. So.
Okay, that saves me a little time. I was going to try and weed through them and see which one that you actually had going in that direction. So that's mostly film free on that one.
Yeah, I shot recently. I've shot some, but anyway. Anyway.
But Malaysia, actually, now I've been here in Malaysia like going on almost 5 months now.
Right.
140. I think today is 142 or 143. I had to look at my videos to figure that one out.
It's the longest you've been in any other country.
Yeah, because I extended my visa stay.
Yeah.
I did a visa run. I've never done a visa run at any of the other spots.
Okay.
And Malaysia already gives you a pretty long time anyway. You know, I mean, for staying. You know, so a lot of spots like Cambodia is a month, Laos is a month, Vietnam is 3 months. You know, that's about the only one. But even Thailand is only like 2 months.
So
Yeah,
we still have 20 minutes till the next train.
Do we?
Yeah.
I just thought I looked at the...
Time is going
Yeah.
slowly. So we are pretty sure this is the train. And we're down at the very end of the train. So, wow. Oh, hopefully that was just the cover, not the camera.
Yeah.
And time to roll the bike on. And I'm going with him just for one stop from here. I'm heading to Mid-Valley. And then at Mid-Valley, I'm getting off the train.
I think that's good.
I think that's good.
That way it's not in anybody's...
So how do you feel, Daniel? Leaving Kuala
Good.
Lumpur, leaving Malaysia?
Yeah, it's actually good because I've been here 2 weeks now. So,
Oh, in KL, yeah,
Yeah,
for
in
sure.
KL.
Yeah. Feels good to be on the move.
yeah, it feels good to actually get a little stagnant sometimes, actually staying in one spot. So, yeah, it feels good actually starting a new chapter, you know, going down to Sumatra now. And like I said, with the possibility of the new C1 visa being 2 months, with 2 more months of extension, that opens up the whole possibility of seeing all of Sumatra.
There's actually 2 extensions are possible. Like you could do it one more time after that. So
Oh, really?
Total is 6 months if you want.
That's almost like living there, basically. But yeah, I think 4 months more than enough time. You know, to get past Bali, I'll have to investigate. You can help me even figure out which maybe port would take me up to. I'd have to go all the way down to Bali's and then start heading up northbound again.
Okay,
And,
man, you're ambitious, man.
Well, I have my whole. I mean,
Got your whole
I don't
life
want
ahead of
to.
you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have one of those spots I skip
Yeah.
and like, oh, I should have went there. I want to try and cover up as much territory as possible because once I shoot and start heading for India, it's all about going westbound, you know, towards Morocco and Spain and stuff like that. So I want to make sure I cover as much as possible. And spots like Japan and stuff, I walked Japan, so I figured that's good enough, you know. Maybe I'll come back one day and cycle Japan, but, you know.
See if your bike falls over now that we're moving. It looks pretty steady.
Nah, it looks all right. I think it'll stay steady for the hour and a half. Yeah. I think we're good. It falls over, it falls over.
True cyclist over here, he just said, if it falls over, it falls over. What are you going to do? But yeah, Mid-Valley, that's where I'm going to hop off. And
Yeah, that's cool, brother. Oh, yeah, we'd probably get the mic off.
yeah, I put a microphone on him, and yeah, definitely don't want to forget. I'll come running after the train.
Yeah.
I'll throw it out the window. But he can't. The windows here don't open. So.
Yeah, I'd have to basically leave it on the train for you.
I know. It's just like,
I just clipped to one of these things. Yeah, it feels good to actually get going again. You know, it's being a vagabond is a vagabond, man. I only feel comfortable if I'm constantly moving.
So
But
are you thinking of doing anything different with your YouTube channel when you get to Sumatra? Do you have any
I'm thinking about going
plans,
more
changes?
raw.
More raw?
yeah, I think I'm going to take examples of I don't know. There's certain things I like doing, you know, like I like to keep, you know, label the spots that I'm going through a little, so people that like to,
Right.
the more bit details.
So a little bit of editing.
Yeah, I'm trying to reduce on the editing, go more raw, because it seems like there's a big format for more raw, more, well, I wouldn't say editing, well, it's like almost like the bigger audience are the people that don't do the editing.
Okay.
You know, don't.
Okay.
Now with the thumbnails, I've been kind of going that way, but
Daily? Still going to do daily? Anything?
yeah, for the next few months. So
Like
yeah,
post a video every day or just film every day?
probably combine 2 days.
Okay, 2 days.
Because I'm not going to be able to upload every day. I'm assuming the Wi-Fi is going to be different. So
Could be, yeah.
If I have enough material for daily, I'll do daily. If I can kind of reduce 2 days into one, that's actually a nicer format, because it gives me almost 1 day of breathing, because it takes so much time to do the editing and all that. So it would be nice to combine 2 days together, and then, because it would still be a daily vlog, it would just be packaged together. Try and get to half an hour, 2 days, half an hour.
Live streams?
Live streams, yeah. I'll be going to try and do the live streams when I get to the, so more random on the live streams. You know, like not much of a heads up, just, and maybe not at an exact time. If I can do an exact time, I would, but I'll have to reach out, figure out what my subscribers are the best time for them.
Okay.
But my subscriber base is going to change, because the people here in Malaysia that like watching my videos, they like watching the Malaysia. I'm not assuming that I'm going to be taking that whole crowd with me, but I'll take a few, and that's all I need. You know, I need a few people each spot I go, and eventually I'll have a good subscriber base. You know, but I hope everybody stays with me. You know.
They're already announcing my station, so I better
yeah.
get that mic from you before both of us forget.
Yes, sir. There you go.
But once again, saying goodbye a second time.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely good luck, man.
All right. I'll see you off here, brother.
All right. Oh, so I'm going to take this door so I can see his bike. I'm here. Like I said, very eager audience over here. Keep pumping out those videos. I want to see them. Yep.
All right.
So I got the microphone. What did I do with it? I put it in my pocket. All right. That's good. All right. Good luck. There he goes. Yeah. Just as I was getting off the train, I saw a map on the wall that actually showed the train route. And I was going to get it on video, but I kind of missed my chance. But I was thinking that map, it would be nice to have it like the KTM website. When you go there as a foreigner and try to figure out the train schedule, I don't know what it is, but it's really hard to figure out. They need a map like that, like some sort of a very clear map. Shows you where the KTM train goes, where the ETS train goes. It just gives you something visual to latch onto, so you can figure out, you know, what's going on with these trains, because I don't know what it is. It's confusing. I've been here for a long time. I've ridden on these trains all the time, and even me trying to help Daniel out to figure out the train schedule, I made a mistake. I downloaded the wrong schedule and I couldn't figure things out. But yeah, there's something weird about the schedules and the KTM website, and I guess, yeah, local people, maybe they use an app on their phone and maybe that works better. I'm not sure. You can see the station name right over there, Mid Valley, and it's connected with the Mid Valley Mega Mall. And I'm just going to go through the Mega Mall and get onto the LRT and make my way back into Kuala Lumpur from there. So yeah, worked out very well, just seeing Daniel off. Yeah, the train is staying here at this station longer than I thought it would. Doors closing, stand clear, and there he goes, American Hobo. First stage on his journey to Sumatra and beyond. Every time I talk to Daniel, he makes the journey bigger. the scale of it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Now he's talking about riding all the way to Bali and then turning around and coming all the way back from Bali. Like, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, it could be an amazing journey. So that is it for seeing the American Hobo off on his journey. I wish him all the luck in the world. I'm jealous. I love Sumatra. I love spending time there. And yeah, he's definitely going to have a great adventure on his bicycle. So really looking forward to his videos. So that's it. Shutting down here on Planet Doug. I'll see you in the next video.